Hey, what's up guys? Galaxy Tech Dark Lord here, coming to you guys with a new Evol Deck profile for with new Primal Origin support. I've cut a couple of things. There's not much. There's some difference from the last one, including with the fact that it's got some new stuff in it. I'll get right into it. So the lineup of monsters is pretty much the same. There's 3 Westlo because he is your best Evol searcher. 2 copies of the Najasho because 3 is cloggy and his effect only comes off when you tribute it, and there's only so many ways to tribute it in this build. And then 1 Odonto because I've cut it down because it can kind of leave you in a tricky situation, but it also makes the evols in your hand quite well live. So which is the biggest problem with this deck. So that's why that's in there. For the Evolsaurs, I've bumped up to 3 Cerato because he's probably because even if he's in the hat, even if you get him in the hand, he's still live because he's a 1900 beta and his effect doesn't matter that much. I mean, it searches out more evols, but by the time you get him out, you probably don't need that. And also he is a level 4 dinosaur, so why not? Then 3 copies of Evolsaur Diplo because he is your back row destroyer. When he's summoned by the effect of an Evoltile, it's the standard. Then I'm desperately trying to find my third copy of Vulcano because he is your reborn for evols when he's summoned by an Evoltile, but to no avail. And then 2 copies of Elias because it just allows you to go into your rank 6 plays and also allows you to get a dinosaur out of your hand when he's summoned as well. When he's summoned by an Evoltile as well. And then just for 1 tech support, we've got Blaster, just because it can get dead evols out of your hand into the graveyard, set up for Singularity. Because if people haven't noticed, there is a very strong fire body in this deck. In fact, it is the only attribute in the main deck. For the spells, normal 3 Evo-Diversity, that's the staples, and 3 copies of Evo-Force because this is also staple. In this, the synergy that this card has with Evoltile Najasho is very good because you use it, tribute him, get out something like any evol, then it gets its effect off because it's treated as if it was summoned by an Evoltile, and then you get your Najasho effect, which it's basically an instant XCs with Najasho. So yeah, 2 copies of Forbidden Lance because you don't want your things being tempered by spells and traps and stuff. And then 2 copies of Enemy Controller because this card stalls very well, works well with the Najasho, and takes your opponent's monsters while you're at it. Then I run 2 copies of Mystical Space Typhoon because I've only got 2 because it's not the only back row destroyer that you've got in this deck. You've also got the main back row destroyer, which is Diplo. Then 2 copies of Pot of Duality because from the get-go the deck might be a bit slow. You might need some more consistency, so this helps to get anything to your hand that you actually want for the first turn. That will be it for the spells. For the traps, we've got 3 copies of Evo-Singularity finally out. As long as you have an Evolsaur and an Evoltile in your graveyard, this allows you to make any Evolsaur Xyz monster, so Solder, Lagia, or Dolka. It's very handy just because I run this over Soul Charge because it allows you to, instead of skipping your battle phase and losing life points, it allows you to take what was in your graveyard and just skip the step of special summoning them and instead make the Xyz instead. So yeah. Then 2 copies of Offering Snake Deity because you've got a very prominent reptile body in this deck. It's like Icarus Attack and it just provides an out to so many situations. And then 2 copies of Fiendish Chain because I haven't got Veilers in this deck and this just prevents so many things. And then finally 2 copies of Mirror Force for the main deck because it's just amazing. Then for the Xyz monsters, I haven't quite got all of them, but all the cards I need. But the basic lineup you want is 3 Lagia, 3 Dolka, because Lagia is like your solemn judgment of the deck. 2 materials to negate pretty much anything, and your Dolka is like your monster effect destroyer. It's not even once per turn, it's just a detach material, negate the effect and destroy it for monster effects. And then 2 copies of Solder because he is very difficult to get out of the way while he has material on him. He's got a very nice 2600 attack, and he is also able to destroy special summon monsters just by getting rid of material. And then afterwards, I haven't got it at the moment. It's in my heretics, but Gaia Charger also goes quite well with this once you've used all its material, because then you get a piercer, or you can just leave it with Solder. Then 1 copy of King Ferrolimps because it can search out your Evoltiles, and Grenosaurus just because you can go into, it's a dinosaur and it's rank 3, and you can make it with 2 Westlos should you still have them on the field. Cards I don't have yet, but aim to try and add to the deck soon. Wind Up Zenmeister works wonders with this deck, and then try Exton Knight and Silent on the Arc. I don't have those because they cost a fortune, an arm and a leg basically, and I'm not prepared to pay that much. Anyway, that is the Evol deck for April 2014 post Primal Origin. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out.